Hello, pilots of the internet. Welcome to Foldable Flight. My name is Kyle, and this is where I teach you how to fold paper airplanes that will blow your mind. And today we are folding another Postum plane. This one is Ares drone, which if you remember, I showed off in a video a while ago, and it has been a long time coming for me to make a tutorial on this one. So a really cool thing about this one is you can see it doesn't have that normal dip in the fuselage to form a fuselage that most paper airplanes do. Instead, it just has a little thing down there that you grab onto to throw it. So let's see it in flight. Now, all you will need in order to fold Ares drone is a single sticky note. Now, I like to peel mine off forward like so rather than diagonally, because if you peel it diagonally, you get this weird curl, and that could affect the flight of your plane later. So peel it off the way I did the first time. And I'm actually going to use a larger square sheet of paper to show you guys how to fold this, because I want my hands to be out of the way as much as possible so that I'm not hiding anything from your view. And you can see here I have kind of shaded an area to represent the sticky portion of the sticky note. So to begin, I'm going to actually flip this over so that the sticky side is down and fold it in half like so. And you can see the way I'm folding it in half, the sticky side will remain at one edge, and then you'll have a non-sticky side. And once I've done that, I will flip it so that the sticky side is down, and now I'm going to pull this top edge, which is my sticky edge, toward me until I reveal all of that sticky portion. And I know on sticky notes, the sticky portion can be different sizes, so really I'm trying to fold down about the top quarter of my square. And once I've done that, I will crease outward like so. And I'll open that back up. Now I'm going to flip this back over to this side, and I want to make a 45-degree angle, a crease that goes right through this intersection here between the crease we just made and our vertical center crease. So to do that, I'm pulling this whole side to the left, and I want to line up, see if I can get it to catch the light. You can see this crease here with this crease here, and I want it to go straight up through and intersect this point. And you can kind of find that point on your paper. You can see this line here and this line here. Wherever those two intersect is that point, and you want that to land right on this diagonal. And again, I'm lining up this crease here with my vertical center crease there to make sure that I have it all lined up. And you can do the same thing with this crease here and that crease. And once you've done that, you can make your crease. And we will open that up, and you'll notice because we folded the sticky side down, your paper is going to stick together a little bit here, but you just open it back up. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Again, paying attention both to this vertical crease and this horizontal crease to make sure we line them up. Okay, and again, I folded the sticky side down, so it's going to fight me a little bit here. But now I'm going to open this up along this existing crease, like so. And I'll fold this side in and flatten everything. It should look like this. Okay, and now the next step is to flip this right flap over to the left. And now I'm going to fold this edge here into my center crease. Okay, and next I'm going to make a crease from about here down to this point here. And the way that I tell where this crease starts is I'm actually going to open this up and peek a little bit. And you can see this horizontal line made from this triangle. And you want to start your crease where it lands on that horizontal line. So now your plane should look like this. And we can flip both of our flaps over to the other side now and repeat those steps on the left side. So I'm folding this edge here into center. And then I'll be opening this up outward, but I'm going to actually fold my plane in half away from myself like so, and lay it flat so that I can use this side that I've already folded as a reference for folding this side. So now I'm basically just trying to land this layer on top of the layer I folded on the other side to book match them. Okay, and then I'll open this all back up like so, lay these flat, and you can see this is what our plane should look like. Now I'm going to open this right side again and create a crease that goes right along this edge on this layer here. So I'm going to pull that layer forward, and I'm just going to crease up to this point right here. And while I have my layers like this, I'm going to kind of push this portion of it, this portion here that is this triangle, I'm going to push that forward and start to make a crease that goes right along this edge. So kind of holding that between my two hands. I'll crease that, and pushing this as you do it can help you really line that up. And we're going to flatten the plane like so. So you can see we created two new creases in that step, one that goes right along this edge and one that once you're in position will land, or I guess we've created three new creases because of when we flatten it. So one that lands right along this edge, and then one that is kind of the result of those two other creases and flattening, which is this one right here. So your plane should look like this, and we're going to do the other side as well. So I'm going to open this up, create a crease that goes right along this edge, push that all forward, and kind of start working on this crease that's going to go right along this edge, and flatten it like so, and then make sure I establish that crease as well. And here you go. We should be at this point now. And the next step is to fold this edge here into the center crease. And that will mean that a lot of what I'm folding actually crosses the center crease, but we're just trying to line up this top portion here with the center. And then you can fold the portion that crosses the center back across center, trying to land your crease right on the center line. So you can see it's my crease that's on the center line, not the layer. The layer goes back across it. And so I'm going to repeat those steps on the left side. So I'll take this edge here to center, and try to book match this flap here to that flap there. And you'll notice those flaps should be stuck together for you if you're actually using a sticky note. And we can fold both back over the center like so. and yours will stick together. Mine won't because I'm not actually using sticky paper, but this will actually be the part of the plane that you hold in order to throw it. Okay, we just have a few steps left. Next, we want to kind of push this to one side and flip the plane over. And we're going to fold creases along each of these edges like so. Now we're going to establish the crease rather firmly, but we don't want these layers to sit like this. We want them to sit more down like so. And I'll get more specific about how we want these layers to behave when we're finished with the plane. But just know that we're making these creases hard, but we're not going to want these to sit so dramatically upward. And then the next step is to create our fins on either side. So I start my fin crease just inside this corner. And essentially what we want to do is we want our crease to run parallel to this center crease so that our fins are directly in alignment with our direction of travel. So as much as you can, try to make sure that your crease runs parallel to center. So there's one side for me, and I'll do the other. And try to make sure that your fins are the same size as well. And okay, your plane should look like this. So we are done with all of the folding of this plane. All we have to do now is make sure all of our layers are correctly positioned. So we want to start obviously by making our tab here on the bottom stick straight down so that it's a good place to hold. And you can see this crease right now is a valley crease. I actually want to bend my plane and make sure that that is a mountain crease because that will be the highest point on our plane. And then you can see the wings slope down because of that. But I want to use these creases that we've made right here and here to tilt the wings up slightly because those are going to act as our elevators. Basically, they're going to collect air on the front edge and force it down. And if you don't have those up quite steeply enough, your plane's going to want to dive as it flies. So tilting those up a little bit and controlling with those, you can get your plane to have a nice glide. And if you're still having trouble, you can bend these back edges up slightly, and that will also help in that area. And then, of course, you just want to make sure your winglets sit vertically. So it should look something like this when you are finished. And if you're having any trouble, be sure to watch my video on how to throw and adjust your plane because there will be a lot of good advice in there for getting this plane to fly perfectly. I hope you enjoyed the fold and I hope it flies well for you. As always, if you are interested in subscribing, click that channel icon in the top right corner. And if you really like what I do, head over to foldableflight.com or patreon.com/foldableflight. And you can always watch some more of my videos here. Thanks for watching.